pride so I don't do distractions. I'm coming back in.
Man, oh man. We back with a banger. And the Lakers just made a trade. Last night they made a trade of Taylor Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson for Patrick Beverly. No picks. That's it. Straight up. Now, I got a couple things to say. I'm sure you probably have a couple things to say. But we're gonna watch this video. We're gonna see what will the Lakers do next. So, without further ado, wait. I forgot. Yo, what it do? It's your boys Juice and Lou, and we back here with another reaction video for y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, guys, the Lakers finally made a trade, although it was not the one we thought would happen. Rather than trading Russell Westbrook, they traded Taylor Horton-Tucker, and according to Adrian Wojnarowski, the player they're getting in return for him is Patrick Beverly. The full trade will reportedly include Taylor Horton-Tucker, Stanley Johnson, Patrick Beverly, and surprisingly, no draft picks at all, neither first nor second round picks either. And while Patrick Beverly had been linked to them for a while now, it had been reported that the Lakers did not want to trade THT for him. And well, that report was obviously not true, because Taylor Horton-Tucker is now a member of the Utah Jazz, and Patrick Beverly is now a Laker. And with Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson now being traded, the Lakers have 13 total players on their roster, and now with room for 2 more.
I'm sorry, bro. This seems... I'm sorry, bro. This team's trash, yo. This team is trash, yo.
Who's 25?
Outside the starting lineup, you gonna trust that bench to get you some? You gonna trust that bench? LeBron has to, at 37, probably gonna play 40 minutes.
Not in the regular season, but maybe playoffs. They got Juan Toscano.
Anthony Davis has to stay on the floor. Russell Westbrook, I can trust him to stay
Thomas
on the floor.
Bryant is not a bad pickup, though.
This team is so, like, after the starting five, the bench stinks. Like, jeez, I'm gonna listen to what they gotta say.
More. In regard to the actual trade though, did the Lakers lose or did they win here? And in my opinion, it really depends on the way you look at it. If we are talking about the short term here, then I would say they won this trade, but if we are talking about the long term, then it's really tough to say. I love that they did not have to give up a draft pick here, but we do need to remember that Patrick Beverly is now 34 and that THT is only 21. And while it obviously depends on how highly you value THT, or how bright you think his future is, it would be hard to argue that they won this trade from a long-term perspective. For only right now though, they definitely made a short-term improvement, as purely from a fit standpoint, Pat Bev is a major upgrade over THT. And if we are looking at that from an on-paper standpoint, that applies to whether they keep or trade Westbrook after this too, because believe it or not, Patrick Beverly is now one of their best three-point shooters. He may be coming off a bit of a down year, but he is a 37.8% career three-point shooter, and that is a major upgrade for a team that desperately needed three-point shooting. However, even though he could theoretically fit with Westbrook on paper, that does not mean they could fit on the same team, as I highly doubt they would want anything to do with each other. And maybe, just maybe, that means a Westbrook trade is coming next. I mean, it would not be impossible for them to make amends, but I cannot imagine the Lakers would want to take that risk. They're already in a difficult situation right now, and adding a potential internal feud would only add to that, as there is no guarantee they'll get over their prior history. I would typically ignore something like this, but for them, it's gone far beyond the court. It's truly become personal, and they quite obviously do not like each other. Although, even if that does not mean Russ will be traded, are we overlooking the loss of Stanley Johnson, or was he simply a product of looking good on a bad team? And it's really tough to say with that. It was hard to envision him playing into a big role for them given their lack of three-point shooting, but then again, he was one of their most versatile defenders. Now, I would definitely call Patrick Beverly the more impactful defender, but Stanley Johnson could arguably do more than him on defense, and depending on injuries, that might come around to haunt them. In reality though, I think they can get a lot of that from Juan Toscano-Anderson, but prior to acquiring Patrick Beverly, they did not have a point guard who could make anywhere near that kind of defensive impact. In conclusion though, I like this trade in the short term. It might look bad in a few years if Talen Horton-Tucker gets better, but at the very least, they did not give up draft picks along with them. What do you guys think though? Who do you believe won the trade here? And do you think this trade could mean a Westbrook trade coming next? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to those of you who took the time to watch until the end of this video, and until the end of all of my videos in general. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did...
My thing is, Utah, I mean, to me, Utah won. It's not even close. But you got two young guys, and like they were saying, you got a versatile defender, and somebody that could potentially get better. I didn't see the THT hype, but, I mean, who could potentially get better. So, short term, this sucks for the Lakers because Patrick Beverly's on a 1-year deal, and you plan to re-sign a 35-year-old Patrick Beverly?
Depends how he plays. I mean, it seems like every season he's on a new team.
Jeez.
So, journeyman. It's just funny how he spoke this into existence, coming on TV and talking about, if I want to play with a superstar, I'd choose LeBron easily. It's just funny, like, how he actually spoke this. But go back to, honestly, just pull up the...
the team? Or his chart? Okay.
The roster right here. Let's look at his roster real quick. I don't think Pat Bev and Westbrook can play on the court at the same time.
Heck no.
But I do think they'll get over their little spew or whatever.
Shoot, LeBron gonna make them. For sure.
But like on court, I don't think it would be a good fit. And I like how they brought up Pat Bev's shooting percentages. I mean, the man's left open every time on offense. I mean, he's supposed to hit 35+%. If he's getting left open every time in the corner. I mean, like, come on, man. You're in the NBA. I mean, I expect you to hit an open corner three.
Yeah.
Twice a game. But going back, I don't think Pat Bev and Westbrook can coexist same time. So they would have to switch with Pat Bev. So it would have to be Westbrook coming in and out of the lineup. Best lineup to end the game, off paper, would probably be... Honestly, well, it does depend on the situation game, but I'll probably have to go Pat Bev, Juan Toscano, LeBron, AD, and Thomas Bryant.
I was thinking that.
To end the game, like, especially they need like a comeback type win.
That's more of like the defensive lineup.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can see that. But I'm not gonna lie, I have no faith in this squad right here. I have no faith in this squad. Unless they make another move. Say they do the trade for Buddy and Miles Turner. Then we could talk about something. Pat, Buddy, Braun, AD, Turner. We could talk about something then. But until then, this team's trash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not a playoff team. This is not a playoff team. They're probably a 9th seed at. Okay, I'm jazzing a little bit. Actually, nah. If this team right here went into the season next year, they're probably getting 8th seed. They're probably getting 8th seed. Play-in tournament. I just don't see it getting any better than that. I really don't see this team getting any better than a play-in tournament. That's minus injuries. That's minus injuries.
So you're saying with a healthy AD,
healthy Bron,
they're still 8th seed?
Because this team just not. It just. Now listen, I know some of y'all in the comments gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, when last time AD and Braun was healthy, they won the championship." I get that, but the team everywhere around was better defensively. What is this? This is not close to that 2020 team.
Don't have Rondo. Don't have Dwight, JaVale.
It's not close.
Taylor,
It's not close.
Kuzma. You know, everybody trash Kuzma.
It's not close.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's a step down just because AD gotten a little older since then, and like based off last season's stats, his numbers dipped, and like in the bubble, his numbers were like exponentially like crazy. I mean, he was shooting like, I think I saw a stat, it was like in the bubble he shot 16 feet and out, he shot 55% from the field, and I think last season 16 feet and out he shot in like the 30%. So like that was just like a weird time in general for Anthony Davis stats wise. But I think I think with his presence, I definitely think the Lakers healthy should be able to make playoffs. I mean,
no, they'll make the playoffs through a play-in. They'll make it through there.
I gotta see a Clippers-Lakers series now though.
Clippers wash.
The
Clippers will continue to wash the Lakers. Lakers got they one win. They got they 1, 2, maybe 2 wins. But nah, Clippers wash, bro. John Wall, Paul George is back. Kawhi's back. Who else? Marcus Morris is still there. Batum is still there. Yo, that's Clippers wash. I'm sorry, bro.
It's just AD's really a mismatch for him, but
yeah, pretty much. 1 year, 13, 9, 4, and 1 steal. I just don't see them keep. I think they brought him in for a win now situation, obviously, but is your team ready to win now? In the West, especially.
Any team with LeBron's ready to win now.
No, not in the what? Not in this West. Not in this West. Is this team even better than the Mavs?
On paper, yeah.
What? Oh, well, I mean, I guess on paper.
Got Brunson.
On paper, I guess, but like
Tim Hardaway's coming off injury. I think a broken foot. I'm pretty sure. Still got Dinwiddie, Luka. They should sign. They should try to go after Colin Sexton. I think he'll be a good 6-man.
That's valid.
But I mean, any team with Bron and Luka, that'll be a good series too. But I still gotta see a Lakers Clippers series.
Lakers Clippers. I'll be watching. I will be watching. If there's any Lakers game to put on TV, it's that one, because I will be tuning into that one. Either way, I mean, I may have League Pass anyway, so I'll be tuning in. Clippers wash the Lakers. As simple as that.
He's saying it now, folks.
I'm saying it now. It's easily. So when we come back and record another video and the Clippers just beat the Lakers by 30, I'm going to be like, I told you so. I'm going to be like, I told you so. So that's tough, man. But, hey, I think that's going to wrap up this video, y'all. Let us know what you guys think down below. Who won this trade? Is this trade beneficial to the Lakers? I don't know. Let us know. But until the next video, it's your boys, Juice and Lou. And we out of here. Peace.